Hello, class. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a rendering and see how this looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my cameras and I'm going to sort of set that back to this perspective. You could actually change your perspective if you want to. I'm just sort of already have it set up. So I'm just going to go and do it. But the more perspectives you have, you might have different angles of the house showing different perspectives. That could be good because if you're in my class in this with this series of videos is intended to really be for you're going to be composing all your images together. So having various perspectives can work. But I'm just going to simplify that. And if you don't know how to remember how to set up a camera or perspective, go back to those other videos. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to say, let's give this a render. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to hit the render button. Of course, this is going to take some time to go through. And let's see if we can wait for the estimate to come up. Once the estimate comes up, if it comes up anytime soon, I'm going to put it on pause and let it come back when it's done because as you know it'll take some time. Presumably it's going to take more time because I've added more lights to this model. So I don't see an estimate yet and I think it's okay. I'll just pause and we'll see what it looks like shortly. And don't forget to save your rendering when you're done. Alright, so my rendering finished. I'm going to have to save this out here in a second. I just want to say what I did is I hit the render button. You give it a few seconds and if you don't like where it's going, press escape and you can adjust the lights, which is what I did. I adjusted the lights and the other thing I adjusted is the UBL. I made it darker to match I just basically took the background, made it darker, and then reapplied this image. If you don't know how to make a IBL, then there's a previous video on how to do that. And if you don't know how to make it darker, well, I'm going to do that in the next video because clearly one of the things about this thing is I haven't set the background to match a night rendering. But just in terms of this rendering, you can see the light ever so slightly coming out here. The glowing, arguably I should have some more lights, but I sort of intentionally left some dark because I'm going to show another way of doing it probably in these videos. So take time and get it to work out. And the last thing I want to do is I want to jump over to my layers and I want to go down to my model layer, and which I'm selected on. I'm going to go select all. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste this in just so I can now go about my model and I've got the pixels saved here. So you can sort of see the lighting already happening even better now once I sort of am out of 3D mode. When I start to make the rest of this image look like a night, it's a really could be a nice effect and really show your building in a different time. So I'll come back with that.